Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, well, I'm standing out front, but we're actually buying some new equipment. I've been looking at these for a couple weeks. Was gonna buy a setup. I actually talked about it in a few of the videos on the main channel. Was gonna buy a complete business from a guy. I don't know where he went. He just kind of ghosted me, I guess. So I was talking to another guy. He did the same thing, but fingers crossed. I should have some equipment being delivered, not tomorrow, but the day after. So we're gonna take the 300. I'm gonna run to the bank. I have some stuff to powder tomorrow, and I gotta do a bunch of organization in there. And I also need to pick up some move-in dollies. So I gotta do that as well. But like I said, I'm gonna hop in the 300. We're gonna go grab some cash. Depending on what time it is. I also, like I said, I need to go grab some moving dollies. But I'll catch y'all here in a couple days, and we will take a look at our new piece of equipment. All right, y'all. So, don't mind the 4-cylinder V6, whatever that thing is, Challenger. But I just got the text. The guy should be here in about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna move the 6.0. That way he can use the full circle of the driveway here. So I'll move the 6.0. Hopefully it starts, the battery's not dead. So move it, and well, I guess our CNC will be here shortly. All right, y'all, so it's actually a few days later. But here we have the new CNC. So I was looking at actually purchasing the equipment from a business. I think I mentioned that in my other channel a few times, but the dude just kind of went ghost. I don't know what the deal was with that. So I was looking at another machine, a Langmuir Crossfire Pro. It fell through. So I actually found this one, and I actually kind of know the guy. So a buddy of mine is like his best friend, and an off-road shop that I used to be at a lot. He actually started that off-road shop. And, well, that's kind of where this table came from. So this is an MFM industrial table. This is a 5-foot by 10-foot cut, or, you know, whatever work area, whatever you want to call it, table. So he had this one. It was too big for his shop. I mean, it's quite large. It's 7 foot wide, and it's either 12 or 13 foot long, and some change. I don't exactly remember, but it's it's pretty large. So that's that. He did keep the torch, which is fine because I'm going to order a new torch anyway. But he did leave the machine torch on it. It just doesn't have the actual plasma cutter. So I ordered a computer. It'll be here, I think, tomorrow. And I need to order the plasma cutter itself. So we need to do that. I also need to get a hold of MFM and talk to them about slats, because these go a long ways. So I don't actually know if I can cut them on this machine. So luckily, the place that does my sandblasting work, they have a very, very large table that actually has a crane on it. So they should be able to cut me the slats, and that shouldn't be a problem. So other than that, I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. I mean, just from touching it, you know, I'm filthy. So I do want to get this thing cleaned up, but unfortunately, y'all know we have the main powder oven, working on building another one here. For right now, this is going to live here, because I powder coat like right here where this is at. And then once I get my new shop built, this will go in there, and powder's actually going to stay here. So I need to get all this stuff moved, get this guy moved. We just kind of set it in here the other day. That way it was out of the elements. And I'm also going to get a tarp just to cover it. So there's not a ton of, powder overspray get on it and everything. So the other day I did pick these guys up. I didn't know how heavy this thing is or how it was built, and it was built very well. So MFM, good job. It's it's thick. So I was talking to the guy I bought it from, and he said he thought it was 800 to 1,000 pounds. I thought, well, these are rated for 200. It'd be 800. That should be more than plenty. And well, it just kind of folded these up. A few of them survived. Several of them didn't. So I went and picked these up. They only had one set in stock, unfortunately. But I think I can move it with just two. So anyway, I gotta get all that stuff moved, get this thing jacked up, get those under it, and I think between this floor jack and my pallet jack, I think I can move this thing. So let's let's get going here and see if we can get this thing out of pretty much the middle of the floor. Okay, y'all. So we got it moved. So it is over kind of where it's gonna live for right now. We did pull the skates out from under it. That way we don't have any settling in the frame or anything like that. And that's actually the most level spot on the floor. So this floor it's low over here, and then it humps and back down, and it's very, very uneven, especially over here, and actually where the oven is currently. There's a dip in the middle of the floor. So when I go in there with parts on the pallet jack, I have to be very careful because it dips and then it comes back up and then it dips with the other wheel. The parts start swinging. So at some point, if I keep that oven, I haven't decided if I'm keeping that oven or not. But if I do keep that oven, what I'm probably gonna do is get some concrete, lift the oven up, which I can do with this pallet jack. I have to stack stuff under it, and then stuff on top of the rack, and then raise it up, but I can do that. So what I'll probably do is raise it up, resurface the floor. I'll probably, do a little form around the perimeter of the oven. Not super, super high, but just enough, and then completely resurface the floor with new concrete. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out if I'm actually going to keep that oven or not. So that's that. But anyway, now let me reiterate, this is not going to function here. I'm not going to use this in here. I do have 220 in here, but I'm not going to use this in here. I don't feel like there's enough room to safely do it, especially since I powder in here, and powder is somewhat flammable. I don't want to put something that makes fire in kind of the same space, if that makes sense. Because this is only an 18 by 30, so it's not a ton of room anyway. So to use that, I have to put it right in the middle of the floor, but I powder, well, I normally put the rack kind of where it stops right there. So I'm already going to have to kind of redo what I normally do, which is going to take some getting used to, which kind of sucks because I've already gotten used to pulling the rack out of there and, bringing it over here. But for right now, this will work. Like I said, I'm working on getting everything figured out for a new shop. And I had a guy who was supposed to bring me some fill material a couple months ago and he never showed. So I'm debating on trying to find somebody else. I've already asked around, or getting like a dump trailer and using the 6.0 to haul in my own and dump it, and then rent. I'm gonna have to rent a machine anyway. Get like a skid steer or something like that to level everything out for that. But anyway, either way, that is where it needs to be. For right now, it's the most out of the way there. So I got to restack all this insulation. I'm just going to set it on the table for right now, which is not really what I wanted to do, but it's fine. So anyway, like I said, it's going to be a little bit before we can use this. Well, anyway, because I got to get slats cut for it. The machine, I think they said, would be 2 to 3 weeks. And the computer will be here tomorrow, and I got to get it all set up and all that kind of thing. So anyway, that's where it is. So like I said, once the new shop gets built, this will go in there, and it's going to have its own room to kind of contain the mess from it in there. So like I said, this is a 5x10 table, so it's going to take some getting used to. I'm also going to try to figure out a gantry crane of some sorts with a magnet to load and unload this thing because most of the time it is me, unfortunately. And well, even with 2-3 people, if you put a sheet of quarter, a 5x10 sheet of quarter on this, you're not moving it. So I gotta look, see if I can figure out something like that and go from there. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.